prefer to lie back, especially if you're tired, then you can feel free to lie back in a really comfortable position. So if you're seated, it might be nice to have a wall behind you. So if you don't have a zafu or a yoga mat, you can just use a blanket or sit on a chair, a couch. If you're too high up, you might want to prop under your legs. But it is nice to be high enough up that you can let your pelvis kind of tip forward a little bit. And that just helps the legs to relax a bit. So just be in a really comfortable position, and then we'll begin. So perhaps, again, just finding that really comfy position, making sure that you're muted if you're not already, and just taking a moment to close your eyes and check in. So once you've found your comfortable spot, again, whether that's seated or lying back, just taking a moment to settle in, closing your eyes, and coming to your breath. So just notice how the breath is feeling, without judgment. Maybe it's fast or slow, depending on whether or not you rushed to your mat today. Just checking in. In your time, as you rest and breathe for a moment, bringing awareness to the body. If you're wearing glasses, you might wish to remove them and just put them to the side. Otherwise, just connecting and trying to invite the shoulder blades to roll down the back. Try to invite a nice long spine, whether you're seated or lying back. Awareness of each breath as it flows in and out of the body. And an awareness even of how the breath affects the body. So as you breathe in, notice the belly rise. And as you breathe out, notice the belly fall back. Just being with each breath in each moment. And just taking a few moments here to just rest and breathe. And try to invite a release of any tension you're holding in the body. And set an intention for your practice today, perhaps to invite acceptance of where you're at today, whether that's with the breath, the body, the mind. As quieting the mind can be very challenging, but when we get something to focus on, like the breath or a scan of the body, it can really help us out to quiet the mind. So accepting where you are today, if that resonates with you, just that sense to just be where you're at. And if it's a busy mind, that's okay. Just invite it back to your breath and the work that we're doing. With your eyes continuing to be gently closed or your gaze to be soft, starting with the tips of your toes, all the way from the tips of your toes to the top of your knees. And just an awareness of this area of the body and trying to notice any sensation there. Warmth, coolness, tingling, comfort or discomfort. Just noticing. Noticing how the body's feeling as you breathe. Perhaps in your mind's eye, breathing and filling the lower part of your leg all the way to your toes with fresh oxygen. Breathing and noticing. In your time working from the top of the knee all the way into the hip socket, the whole upper leg. As you breathe in, just noticing any sensation there. Maybe tingling, maybe warmth, maybe discomfort, anything that you feel there. Try to notice with awareness, but without judgment. Try to accept what is. Just accept what is. And that may be easy to say and more difficult to do, but just bringing that awareness and that breath. This time, fill both legs from the tips of your toes all the way into your hip socket. Breathing and expanding as you breathe in, just like you would expand your belly. And perhaps letting the legs, the feet, the toes, and the hips become heavier with each breath out. With the next couple of breaths in and out through the nose, filling the belly and letting the belly fall back. Bringing your awareness to your torso. Filling your body from one end of the spine all the way to the cervical spine or the neck. And then traveling all the way up to the crown of the head. Fill your whole torso, the whole spine. With fresh oxygen, and notice what's going on in that space. Is there any sensation in the back or the belly? The neck or the chest? An awareness, noticing, accept what is, breathing, and being with each breath. Let there be nothing else. Taking your time here, and thoughts may come up, and that's okay. If it helps, just say to yourself, thinking, accept that it has come up, and just let it wait until later on. If at all, you can let it fleet away. In your time, an awareness from your fingertips to your elbows. Noticing any sensations there. Maybe warmth, tingling, coolness, comfort, or discomfort. Letting be what is. An awareness of your breath, filling these spaces as you breathe in. Fingertips to elbows. Breathing out and allow release of any tension you're holding in this space. In your time, inhaling to fill up from your elbows to your shoulders, inflating each shoulder blade. And again, perhaps an invitation to roll those shoulder blades down and back to find a longer spine. As you notice any sensations in the shoulders or upper arms, to notice, breathe, accept what is. This time, taking your breath all the way from your fingertips all the way into your shoulder sockets. Expanding the arms as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, a sense of the arms and shoulders becoming heavy. A sense of letting go of the weight of your body into the support of the earth. As you breathe in this restful but wakeful posture, being with each breath, in each moment, accepting what is. The mind may wander, and that's okay, that's normal, natural. Just invite your thoughts back to your breath, to your body. And if you need to shift your position anytime because there's pain, please do so. Otherwise, staying with this position and moving on to fill the front of the throat, the back of the neck, and the whole face and back of the head with fresh oxygen and awareness of any sensations happening there. Perhaps there's an awareness of the feeling of the breath flowing through your nostrils as you breathe in. And if you're breathing out through your mouth, perhaps you feel the breath across the lips and the tongue as you breathe out. Being with each breath, being with each moment. In your time, bring your awareness all the way from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, inviting subtle awareness of each and every part of the body, and noticing if there's any sensation anywhere. Without judgment, just notice it. Notice if there's sensation. Perhaps the breath as it flows into the belly and the belly rises, and the breath as it falls out of your mouth and your belly falls back. As you take your next couple of breaths and just bring that awareness of sensation into your whole body, perhaps taking a couple of nice deep breaths, filling your belly as you breathe in. Notice the breath past your nostrils as it flows in. And as you breathe out, sigh it out and make noise. Maybe even make a really loud noise, just letting go of any tension anywhere in the body. Doing this a few times, inhaling, picture the air flowing up the body all the way from the toes, through the legs, through the torso, filling the belly, the shoulders, the arms, all the way to the fingertips, the throat, the back of the head, the face, all the way to your crown. And then releasing and letting it go, letting the breath flow out of you, and letting the body become very, very heavy and rest into the support of the ground. Try to let go of any holding. Even if you're in a seated posture, feeling the sitting bones drop into the ground, drop into the earth. Feeling the hips heavy, resting into the earth, allowing the ground to hold you up. As you rest, breathe, and scan the body a few more times to just notice any sensation here. Now, breathe in, fill the belly. Exhale, breathe out, the belly falls back. Sensations come and go. Thoughts come and go. Emotions may rise. They will recede like ocean waves. Sometimes they can overwhelm, especially when we sit quietly with our breath. And even when we notice sensations in the body. Accept where you are in this moment. And try to reserve judgment. To just be, accept what is. This is your reality in this moment. This is how your breath is doing today. This is the sensation happening in your back for right this moment. Can all of that be okay? There just be this breath, this sensation, this moment. And with this breath, you invite release, letting go. And with this breath, can you invite non-judgment? And with this breath, can you sink into the support of the earth? With your next breath in, an awareness of sensation again through the whole body. Pausing in each spot with each breath. Taking a breath to notice the lower legs and the feet, toes. Breath to notice the upper legs into the hips. Again, just notice. Do nothing. Just notice and breathe. Taking a breath into the torso through the length of the spine. Again, feeling the belly rise with the breath in. Fall back with the breath out. To notice. To let go. Taking a breath in to fill both arms from the shoulders to the fingertips. Noticing any sensation here. And filling the face, the back of the head, the throat, all the way to the crown of the head. Bringing that awareness of sensation without judgment. The next two breaths in your own time to fill your whole body from the tips of your toes to the top of your head with fresh oxygen. To notice any sensation happening in any of those areas. And to release every part with each breath out. To just be with this breath in this moment. To let there be nothing else. Your time. Bringing your hands to your belly. Again, checking in that there's no pain. And if you need to shift your body so that you can be comfortable as you continue to sit. In this restful but wakeful posture. Bringing the hands to the belly and just being with the belly breath for the remainder of our time together today. Feeling the hands rise with each breath in. The belly rises and fills up. Feel the hands and the belly fall back with each breath out. If it's comfortable, continue to have one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. As you rest and breathe, with your eyes gently closed, staying with each breath in each moment, letting sensation rise and fall, and letting the following words resonate with you as you sit and breathe. Acceptance is seeing clearly what is. Acceptance does not mean that we are necessarily happy with the way things are, but that we see the way things are. Today, pick one circumstance in your life and be willing to see it the way it is. Just so. Acceptance is seeing clearly what is. Allow the words to wash over you, your breath to wash over you. As you rest for a little while longer in this wakeful posture, being with each breath at each moment. Noticing sensation and letting it go. Thoughts arise and recede. The breath comes and goes. Resting, breathing, releasing any tension into the support of the earth. All the time you need in this space. In your time, invite a deeper breath and begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move or stretch in any way that feels right for you. And closing the practice with us, if you wish, by bringing your hands to your heart center and then taking a nice breath in together with me. So take a regular breath, and then in your time, inhale to reach your arms out and overhead, and then exhale your hands back to heart center. Namaste. The soul or light or divine in me is honoring the soul or light or divine in you. Thank you so much for your practice today. I hope that it helps you to be more accepting of yourself where you are in this moment and through your day. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your week, and I will see you next time.